Okay, this is myelohyoid, genioglossus. This is our lingual tonsils, our palatine tonsils, and our pharyngeal tonsils. Inferior, middle, superior nasal meatus, and then our inferior, middle, and superior nasal concha. Here we have torus tuberous, and then it would be tensor veli palatini here, and levator veli palatini back here. This is the opening for the auditory tube. This is salpingopharyngeus. Here we have our superior pharyngeal constrictor, our middle pharyngeal constrictors, and our inferior pharyngeal constrictors. Here we have our anterior longitudinal ligament that becomes our anterior atlanto-occipital membrane. We have our apical ligament here, posterior longitudinal ligament, ligamentum flava. Ligamentum flava becomes the posterior atlanto-occipital membrane, and the PLL becomes the tectorial membrane. We see our supraspinous ligament up here becomes our nuchal ligament up here in the neck. And then we'll sphenoid sinus, frontal sinus. We'll flip it over. This is our external jugular vein. This is our internal jugular vein. This is our facial vein. And this is our superficial temporal vein. This one's our zygomatic vein, or transverse facial, some call it. Back here we have our occipital vein, and this down here, as our superficial temporal, becomes retromandibular underneath the parotid gland, which is what this structure is. This is a salivary duct that goes into the buccinator muscle. This is masseter muscle. This one is levator anguli oris. This one is risorius. This one is depressor anguli oris. This is bicularis oris. This is mentalis. This one is depressor labii oris. This one is oculi, or varus oculi. And this is our levator palpebrae superioris here. This is our zygomaticus major, minor, levator labii superioris, ilique and ilique nasi is right here. They're right beside each other. This one is nasalis here. And you cannot see it on here, but there would be orbicularis oris up there as well.
Front of the neck, did you do that?
This one that drains into our internal jugular comes from our inferior thyroid, and also draining underneath the jaw and the chin. It doesn't really have a name. It's just like just another facial vein.
And the muscles that we do the front of the underneath the hyoid. Do we do those?
This is the anterior belly of digastric, and then this is myelohyoid here. And that's it.
On the front of the hyoid?
You mean here? This one is thyrohyoid. This one is sternohyoid, and this one is this one is sternohyoid. This one is the superior belly of omohyoid.
Okay. And then the other side? Do we do the other side?
What, the back part? This is trapezius. This is your SEM. This one is splenius capitis, and this one's semispinalis capitis here.
No, I meant the other side, the flat side. Do we already do this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right.